Ant was just crediting you with kind of ratcheting up the defensive intensity. Just kind of what was your approach coming into this one to set a tone that way?
Yeah, it was. I was given that assignment, in the practice day. We had the day off. I knew I was going to have to guard him and chase him around and try to make it tough. And I just wanted to really just show the guys that I'm gonna do whatever I can, whatever I can for the team, sacrifice, and that's all I was focused on for the majority of the game. And I know our guys kind of fed off the energy I was bringing, and just hopefully we can keep carrying that over.
Do you feel like now, 2 games into this, that this is going to be a defensive series, that if you're going to win this, it's got to be starting there?
Oh, yeah. Those guys are a great team. Offensively, they can really move the ball. They really know how to move their bodies. And it's a nightmare trying to guard them. They go off a bunch of different screens. They're super smart. And if we're going to have a chance, we're going to have to defend at a high level for 4 quarters and be consistent with it. It can't be a game-to-game thing. It has to be every game. We got to be locked in that way.
What does it mean to see Nikhil get some shots to fall here, and how much of a difference does that make when he's doing that for you guys?
We're so happy for him. I know it's been on his mind a little bit, and we knew at some point he's going to find his rhythm. At some point, something's going to go his way. And once those shots started falling, you could see his game kind of mold around that, and you saw the normal Nikhil, and we need that. We need that kind of effort from him every night.
Mike, just broadly speaking, with Steph, like what was important to do differently against a kind of different opponent?
Well, now the Steph for them now is Buddy Hield. They kind of run a lot of the actions through him and for him off of those screens and pin downs and back screens. So the game plan didn't change as much. It was just kind of switching up who's guarding who now, and you have one less guy. There's not another Steph out there. But Buddy has been the focal point, and Jimmy and Dre. All them guys are going to do what they do, and we just have to be really disciplined on each guy's assignment, because all 3 of those guys are different in a way. So that poses a challenge for us, and I thought we did a really good job with it tonight.
You just talked about in different playoff series and this series too about like trying to take a guy out of a game, and you did that successfully. I think about Denver and some of the series last year. I mean, not many teams can do that, right? Is that just a sign of what your defensive personnel can do?
Yeah, and if we have the capability of singling out a guy or two, for our game plan, and we can successfully do that says a lot about what we can do, and it says a lot about our depth, the different bodies we can throw out there, the different size. And I'm short. We got Jaden 6'10", you got Nikhil, Dante. Everybody's just a little bit different and throws a little different kind of spin on it. So just happy that we have that versatility.
About Julius in this game, he seemed to really going quicker. What did you see from him?
I thought he just played, really quick, really. I think he let the game kind of come to him, let it dictate the floor, the spacing. Early on, you saw that he was kind of, baiting guys, getting guys good looks in 3-point line, and then when it was his time to be aggressive, he took those opportunities. And first game, I thought it was a little bit, more hesitant, a little bit trying to find his way through. So I think he's starting to find his footing in the series, and we're going to need him to still do that.
Like they were clearly searching for rotations in the first half. There's like 14 guys. What is it like not knowing who's coming in, or having an idea what they're going to roll with next game, and I guess kind of having to be on your toes with whoever your matchup might be?
Yeah. Well, we knew coming in that Coach Kerr is going to play a lot of different lineups, a lot of different guys. He's done that in the past, and so for us, it's just scouting all of them. You have to be aware of the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, whoever's on that team. You have to know what their strengths, weaknesses are, and what they do when they come on the court. So our coaches did a good job of preparing us for that. So we're going to expect to see more of that.
Like, you've seen Ant go down a lot and come back. Like, how do you process that in the moment, and just like, do you just believe that he's going to keep coming back, or what?
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't move when he sat on the bench. I just looked up and I was like, he gonna be all right. I kind of stood there for a little bit and I said, let me go check on him, make sure he's good. And I knew he'd be fine. He's tough. He has little injuries here and there, but I don't worry too much.